Hi everybody, it's Tina here from Hummingbird Tales. I hope you're all really well. At last, this is my design team project for May. I know we're in June, well into June, but as you know, I am a few weeks behind. I'm going to do a June project, and there will also be a hop that me and the other girls in the design team are going to be doing with Kim later this month. But what I'll say before I go on with this is that Kim had sent me so much beautiful stuff, and as you know, I've got stick pins and other charms and things that I haven't used yet, so I'm going to make some things with that for my next design team project. But for now, this is what I've got. I've done 2 altered paper bags, and inside each bag are goodies which go with each bag. Now, the reason why I do this is because this is a gift that could keep on giving. This bag, you could cut this off and use it for the front of a journal, or you could use it for a birthday card or a gift card or something like that. I would say it's too big to be a journaling card, but you can also just keep it as a bag. It's entirely up to you. So I've done 2 different colour schemes. We'll look at this one first. So I've taken just a standard little gift bag. Now I get these from the Works in town, which is a British store, and this bag is, what am I doing? It's about 7 inches or 13 centimeters by 4.5 inches or, go that way, 12 centimeters. Just a little gift bag. I've gessoed it. As you can see, there's some lightly stenciled motif there, which I've done. And then the front, this is what I've done. I've basically used some music paper and the vintage papers that Kim gave me in the very background. You've got little bits poking through here and there. I've cut up some of the embellished trims that I was given, and I wanted to make this all with like this pinky peach, and there's some green here, and the rest of it is like an antique sort of cream and antique white. So I've got a doily in behind, or half a doily. There's trim here. Here I've got some of this trim. I'll just show you what it looks like before it's cut, because that one's quite pretty, and I've got it all here quite close by. Here we go. This is such a gorgeous trim. This one here. So beautiful. So I basically cut it lengthways and made this little piece here and put a bit of it up there. It's got some pinky peachy gems that I've put on there, which came from my own stash. I've layered up some corrugated card, which I've painted over with gesso. This is one of ArtyMaze's images from her, I think it's her Vintage Females kit. This is one of Kim's buttons. Now in behind here, there is a little in middle part of a creamy coffee coloured doily, and I've got some cheesecloth there as well. And then on the top, I've used one of the cabochons, if that's what they're called. Please tell me if I'm wrong, because I never know how to pronounce that word. But there's a little blue bird on top of some like red roses here. And then that's adhered to a metal piece here. And I've also got, excuse me, a pinky bead, a bronzy bead, and a little glass bead there. And that's all attached with a gold bulb pin. This is one of my stamps. So I've stamped it onto fabric, layered it on some card, so it gives it a bit of strength, and that says "Life is Beautiful." So that's the bag. And that can be used for, like I said, a journal cover, or you could keep it as a bag. So inside this one, I'll just get everything out, make sure I've got nothing in here. No, I'll just put that over there. This is what I've done. So first of all, I've done some tags. So again, all of these little bits came from the fabric that Kim sent me. Now this was like a gathered piece of organza, not organza, like a nylon-y, almost the same sort of fabric as seam binding. It had this tool attached to it, and I just stretched, undid the stitching and made a bow out of it. Again, I've used one of ArtyMaze's images from her is it a female beauties kit? I think that's the one. And again, I've used the same bits of trim that I used on the bag to embellish this. There are a couple little flowers and leaves which are from my own stash. I've got a bit of something there. And these gems are also from my own stash. And there's a little green one there. But again, there's music paper in behind. You can see little bits peeking out here and there. This little flower here is from my stash. And then the butterfly up there is just a punched out butterfly with some beads, you know, some of my little nail art gems up there. So that's the tag. And on the back, I've just kept it quite nice and fresh. So I've just gone around it with some of the distress ink and done a little bit of stencil in there. So that's that one. Then here is another one. This picture comes from ArtyMaze's Woodland Walk Kit. And again, I've got a doily behind here. This is some of the paper that Kim sent me. There's cheesecloth. This is a part of a beautiful trim that was in the design team package. I've got cheesecloth in behind. And again, I've used this little piece here. So it all matches in together and made like a little, well, the way I was looking at it was like some little leaves and a bit of flowers and stuff with that daisy in behind. Again, I've got punched out butterflies. And I've used some, I think it's brass beads for the actual middles of the butterfly. And again, I've got little gems stuck here and up here to match in with the rest of it. Then I made this postcard. And again, I've used another image of ArtyMaze. This is from her Vintage Beauties kit. So these are all of little girls. The other two are of vintage ladies. And yet again, I've used bits of this trim. I've basically cut this all up and then fitted it like a jigsaw puzzle to create this little piece going around here. And again, there's gems on there. I've done some decoupage here with this bird and the pink. And I've got some of the trims down here as well to make like a little embellishment for here. And there's some tulle there. So all of that came in what Kim sent me, and this is a stamp from my stamp collection. And on the back, just to match it all in, I've again stained and done some decoupage and some stamping on this, so that also matches in. And then I've made, this is a little let me get the right way up a second, that's it. It's a little post-it note holder. Now I've made these again in the past, but it's been quite a long time since I've made one. And basically it is a die that I've basically cut it out of card, the die shape, and then I've covered both sides with music paper. So I've, like I said, I've put vintage music paper on each side, and then I've embellished with some decoupaging here of that same napkin where that bird came from. I've sewn all around it. This is quite thick and very durable, and it's also been scored as well so that it wraps very neatly around the post-it notes. I'm just feel sad really that I've only got a massively bright orange post-it note. That one's got glue on it, so I'll take that off. But there we are. So that's them. And I've got on the front a slit here, so that will just slide into there like that to close. I've used again some of that beautiful cream trim on the front with some cheesecloth and some of those gems. And then last but not least, I've made a little matchbook again with the same sort of colours as the rest of that little group of goodies. Here, this is, I think, is from the Iris kit, which is ArtyMaze, and I've got cheesecloth on the bottom here. These here little flowers are the pink flowers that Kim sent me in my pack, which are right here, like that. And all I did was I dampened them down with some water, so they were quite damp, and then I put some vintage photo ink down and basically stained them in the ink and then dried them off, and they came out like the peachy colour, because I thought that pink was far too pink. Even though it would match in more with the gems, I didn't want this to be such a pink, if you know what I mean. I wanted it to be more subtle. So I think I've managed to achieve that. In the back again, we've got this whole little matchbook is covered with some vintage music paper. I've got a little gem of a butterfly hanging here, if I can just grab it, hanging by a chain. So it's a little brass, or yeah, little vintage looking metal butterfly. And I've got a little grommet up there. Here we've got a little punch out butterfly, and again with some more little gems, and they're from my stash. And what I've done with these is you open it up and you've got a little selection of dictionary quotes or words with their meaning. So you've got home, believe, love, there's dreams, let's have a look, or dream, memories, and happiness. And I just thought, instead of just putting little blank bits of paper in, which is what I've done in the past, wouldn't it be nice just to have a couple of those? I mean, I've cut them into tag shape, so if you wanted to, you could punch a hole in them and use them as tags. But I was really pleased with how that came out. So that's the first little group of goodies. And the second one, again, this all came out of that package of beautiful things that Kim sent me. Let me just swap these around. So this is more of an aqua colour bag, and I absolutely love the way this has turned out. And I have done it different to the other one. So in behind I've got music paper, and there's cheesecloth, which was right in behind. Sorry, I forgot to mention again that this was all gessoed. There's some lightly staining of stenciling going on there, and of course the bottom as well. This is a beautiful trim that was sent, so I cut that out and used that on the bottom. Now, I was sent pink rose trim like this, but I wanted it to be aqua, so I got this out of my own stash, as well as the little gems. But the tool came from the kit, the design team kit. These bits down here are actually these dangles, and I've snipped them off and glued them down both sides. This is also layered up on a piece of the corrugated card, which I've gessoed. Now, this image, I think, is from A Touch of Blue, which is another ArtyMaze kit. And if I can, there, you can't see the light reflecting on it so much, but that's one of those lady female cabochons that Kim sent me, and I just thought that really made this whole picture so beautiful and gave it something else. I didn't put it in a piece of the metal like frames, I just liked it there on its own. And then up here we've got Seeds of Friendship Bring Flowers of Joy, which again I've stamped onto some fabric and backed with several layers of card so that it's quite firm and sturdy. And then here is a like aqua blue flower that I cut out of some of the applique I was given, and I've made a little dangle charm here and just hung that on a little jump ring off this flower. And then in behind here you can see I've got some more aqua trim that came with the design team package, and this again has been cut off here, but it was the top of this piece of trim. So that's that, and I really love the way this all ruffles, and I just love the way that looks. So that's that one. And then the goodies inside this one, whoopsies. So again, I've done a vintage lady tag. Now this tag, if you remember, I used this image, sorry, there's a bit of fluff and all there, on the journal that I made for my last month's design team project, and I just love this lady. So I've layered her up with some of the aqua tulle. Now these little flowers underneath are actually cut out of some applique that Kim sent me. The tiny little ones here are from my own stash, as well as the gems. Again, I've used the same tool up here. I've used a bit of the tulle and some trim that came in the kit. All of this is from the little kit that I've just frayed out a bit. I think that was actually the middle of, I got it here. I just wanted to show you, because you don't have to use anything as it arrives. Yes, I have got some here. Okay, so I had quite a nice long piece of this, and what that is is this piece here. So I've cut this out carefully and then I've just stretched it because I've used flowers as well for other things. So that's where I got that from. And she's just got some music paper behind her. I've ripped around and sewed around her. There's some diamante trim there. There's another butterfly with some little gems there. And I just love these colours. And again, that's the back of that one. And then the next tag I did as more of a botanical theme. So on this one over here, I did it with the daisies and the butterflies. On this one, I've used a smaller version of the picture that's on the front of the bag. And I've just layered up some of the tulle with some cheesecloth, put some punched out butterflies on there and put some gems in the middle. There's a doily in behind here. This is a piece of the trim that flower that's on the bag came out from. And that's a bit of trim as well. And then this aqua like lacy stuff here was also in the design team package, and these are my own. Now I didn't put the gems on these because I thought with the butterflies that was absolutely plenty, so I'm happy with that. The postcard with this, here we go. So you can see again I've used this trim because I'm trying to keep it all in with themes. The little tiny flowers and this little bobbly stuff is from my own stash, but all the bits underneath, you can see the blue here and the blue there, that all came from the same place as that did there. So that was all joined together. So I've got bits of that there. There's cheesecloth, lots of different layers in here and up there. And then on top, I've got some gems. And then I've used a bit of decoupage here from a beautiful napkin that I've got. These I cut out of the same little trim where all this aqua stuff came from one piece, and I just cut all the elements out to make them into separate little pieces, and I really love that. I love the colours, and I'm chuffed to bits. I found a blue stamp as well, which I might add is ½ So oh, 72, that was July, yeah, July 1972. So I can tell you that's 49 years old, that stamp. And then on the back, again, I've just done some more of the decoupage just so it all matches in together. Done some light stamping and stenciling, and all the postcards are sewn around. So I'm really pleased with how that's turned out. This is the little post-it notebook I made for this one. And again, look at it, bright pink. But you can't seem to find these in more pastel colours, so never mind. But again, I cut out the die that I had. This has all been covered with music paper on both sides, and it's been distressed. And then I've used the same beautiful napkin all over it to match in with the rest of the postcard there. And this is shocking pink. But again, there's a little slit that I've cut in there so it slips in. And then again, this is one of the flower appliques that I've used. This is some of the tulle, and there's some cheesecloth behind that, and the gems are from my own stash. So that goes there. And then lastly but not least, here is the little match book that I've made for this little bunch of goodies. Sorry, I've just pulled that down there like that. So again, I've used this little, well, actually, no, this is a different picture. Now, this could be from that same kit, A Touch of Blue. It might be, oh, I can't remember if it was even the iris. I just know that I had some bits of images around the place, and I just used them because of all the colours. So again, I've put some cheesecloth here and a butterfly. This time I put the little eyelet on the side and attached a little silver dragonfly. And then down here, there's some more of this blue that goes right through underneath, and then a couple more of those little rosy trim things that I've got on the bag and is it the tag? Yeah, the tag. Again, this has been done with music paper, and the same as the other one, you open this up and you've got your little words there from the dictionary and their little meanings. So that's my design team project for June for Angel Dream Crafts. So I just wanted to use some, you know, bits and pieces that Kim had sent to actually embellish some bits and pieces for journaling and stuff. So all of these can be used in your journals. And the good news for you guys today is that this is a giveaway. I haven't done a giveaway for quite some time, and then I realised I'm way over 3,000 subscribers, so this is very much long overdue. I did my challenge giveaway last year, but this one here is just a giveaway to say thank you to all of you wonderful people out there who follow me, who encourage me, the people that, you know, email me or text me or whatever. Without you, I couldn't do this, and you got me through lockdown. And, you know, I have got a long-term illness, which I don't go into a lot of detail about, but this is what got me through so many dark times, and all of you wonderful people. I love your comments. I love it when you talk to me on Facebook or Messenger. It is just brilliant. So we're going to have number 1, okay, and number 2. And what I'm going to ask you to do is this. If you would like to be in a chance of winning one of these, I'm going to have to do names in a hat, because that's the only way I'll be able to cope with it. This will be prize number 1. This will be prize number 2. I'm going to let this run until, let me think, what are we today? Today is the 13th of June. So if I do it at the end of the month is the, okay, on the Sunday the 27th. No, actually, I'll tell you what, we'll run it through to the 30th. Make it easy. So until the last day of this month, which is the 30th, Wednesday the 30th of June, this giveaway will be running. And what I want you to do is just put a comment underneath. Make sure you subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. And if you can think of anything you would like me to show, you know, because I have talked about showing you my tags that I'm making with Anne Brooks's challenge, and I will do that video. That is the next one coming. And you know I'm going to be doing a journal for Geeta. But if there's anything of what I've made that you'd like to have a you know, tutorial on or whatever, just let me know. But if not, just say hello. And leave a comment. That's basically it. I'm waffling on because I haven't videoed for about a week, and I haven't spoken so much of my own in my own company for ages, and I know you're all there watching and probably laughing at me. But anyway, thank you again for being such amazing friends, craft friends. This community is amazing, and I just love you and appreciate you all. So thumbs up, subscribe, leave me a comment, and I will put you in the draw on the 30th, Wednesday the 30th of June, to win one of these kits here. So that's it. So good luck, everybody. I hope you all enjoyed what I've made, and I'll be back again very soon with my tags from, well, my tags that I'm making with Anne Brooks. But for now, take care. Have a lovely Sunday. Bye.